you remember, if we look at this puzzle, remember his beautiful coat that his father made for him? And you remember how jealous the brothers were? They hated him so much, and they put him in the pit. And then they saw some traders come in by and they sold him. And they got 20 pieces of money for him. And then Joseph was thrown in prison. All of these pieces of Joseph's life, God was using. God was with him. Do you think Joseph thought God was with him when he was in prison?
Yes, he was.
I hope he did. I think he believed him the whole time. And then you remember when he interpreted Pharaoh's dream, and Pharaoh was so excited that he made him a ruler over Egypt. And he's the one that gathered up all the grain when there was so much food, and he kept it for the times when there would not be any food. And then the people could come to Egypt and buy food. And that's what his brothers did. And you remember Joseph one time dreamed that those brothers would bow down to him? Well, you can see in that picture when they came to Egypt. Did they know that was Joseph?
No.
No, they didn't know that. So they bowed down because he was a ruler. And they were asking for food. They needed food. And so they bowed down to him. And Joseph knew his brother. He recognized him. And finally, on their second trip to Egypt, he told them. He said, I am your brother. I am Joseph. I am the one you put in the pit. And those brothers were so scared. They go, oh no, what is he going to do to us? He's going to get back at us because we were so mean to him. But did Joseph get that revenge on them? No, he gave them. He said, you meant to harm me, but God meant it for good. Because he saved those people by keeping that grain in Egypt so all the other people could come and have food when there was no food. So God was using all the pieces of Joseph's life, and Joseph didn't even know it. And he was using them, and God had that plan. And God has a plan for all of you. But we can't tell what our plan is, can we? No, only God knows. But right now we're going to finish Shepherd's story. Joseph has told his brothers who he is, and now they're getting ready to go back to Egypt. But let's all stand up. Pharaoh calls Joseph to him. He's heard. Pharaoh heard that all these brothers came. So let's stand right here. Joseph, you go over to Pharaoh. He has something to tell you.
Come on.
I have heard that your brothers have come here to buy food. Tell them to go back to Canaan and bring their father and all of their families here. I will give them the best land in Egypt in which to live. Send with them wagons to carry their father, wives, and children.
Thank you, Pharaoh.
So all of you now, you're going back to Egypt. It's really a long journey. We're making it kind of short today. Now you're going back, and brothers. All right, you go back. This is your father, Jacob. And you say, Father, Joseph is alive. Tell him.
Father, Joseph is alive.
What? My son Joseph was killed a long time ago by a wild animal.
then you say, no, he is alive.
No, he is alive.
He is in Egypt.
He is in Egypt.
And he wants us to come and live there.
He wants us to come and live there.
Look, he sent wagons for us.
He sent wagons for us.
Now I believe I will go with you and see my son before I die.
All right. Now, this time, we're all going and taking our father with us. So let's go back to Egypt. And on the way, Judah, look at us. Look at us. Oh, now, where's Joseph? Joseph, you stay there by Pharaoh. You run to Midas. And do you have what he puts
I
to
do.
say? Judah.
I do.
Okay.
We're following all your
When Joseph saw his father, he hugged him. And he said,
Oh, Father, I'm so happy to see you.
My son, I thought I would never see you again. And I see your face. I know it is true. You are alive.
right. Then Joseph brought his father and some of his brothers to Pharaoh. Go to see Pharaoh.
Welcome to Egypt. What work do you do?
Said, we are shepherds.
We are shepherds.
Joseph, give your father and your brothers the best land in Egypt. Let them live in Goshen. It is a good place for them and their animals.
So Jacob's family settled in the good land of Goshen. There were 70 people in Jacob's family. That's a very big family. And they had lots of food for themselves and their animals because God took care of them. And that finishes our story about Joseph.